There we go. There we go. There we go. We on? Okay, good, good. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Brother West. Hello, hello, hello. I have another word. I have another word for you, and it ain't gonna be long. It ain't gonna be long, but I just want to let you know what's happening. There is a optical illusion. There is there's a atmosphere. There's a spirit. There's something that's in the atmosphere, and what's in the atmosphere? What's in the atmosphere? It looks as though it's something good for you. It looks as though it's something that God sent, that God said. And see, this atmosphere, it represents a comfort zone. This atmosphere it represents a mindset. This atmosphere represents a certain mindset, a certain boundaries, certain barriers. There's an atmosphere. And see, let me explain something to many that are listening to me. Many that are listening to me because of the things that have took place, because things have transpired and taken place in your life. Because of this, you've reacted. You reacted a certain kind of way, and your reaction is that of a defense. And see now, and so some of you, many of you, you've been hurt so much that there's a instinctive or automatic wall that goes up, an automatic cover that goes up, an automatic facade that goes up. It's like many of you that listen to me, like the ducks. Let's take, for example, the ducks that are you see on the pond that are moving along all together. And it looks good, right? It looks good that they're pelling. Seem like they got in and they're cool and they're just doing their thing and things are going along. But little do you know, if you could look underneath the water, if you can look underneath the water, my brother, my sister, you would notice that their feet are just pelling. Their feet are just pelling just to try to stay afloat. Their feet are pelling, just trying to make it look and make it appear as though everything is cool, as everything is calm and collective. And so this is many of you. Outwardly, when people look at you like that duck on the top of that water, floating and just chilling and going your way. But little do people know, underneath in your mind, underneath in your heart, your thoughts, your imagination, the stuff that happens and goes through on the inside, they don't know. They don't know that you're paddling. They don't know that you're fighting. You're fighting to make it. They don't know that you're scratching and crawling just to survive. They don't know that. They don't know. They don't know that. They don't know that nice and that kind and that sweet person on the outside that's smiling and encouraging and always trying to help people. They don't know that deep down on the inside there's another part of you. There's a trigger. There's a snapper. There's a snap in you that if it wasn't for the grace of God, that you would go off at any moment, at any second. It's almost like there's some of you. You're waiting on a situation. You're waiting on somebody to say something to you wrong. You're waiting on somebody to do something where you're able to put your hands on them. And see, that's the voice that's talking to you because of the compression and because of the hell and because all the stuff that you're carrying and that you're hurting and that's trying to beat you up and pressure and trauma and troubles and hurts and guilts and all that trying to run up the top and down the bottom of you. And you in this place. But I will say this right here. St. Luke, the 11th chapter and the 22nd, 24th verse, it says that it talks about a spirit. And the scripture says that when this particular spirit leaves the house, this spirit's going to go away for a season. Going to go for a season. But after that season is over, this spirit is going to turn around and say, let me go back. Let me go back to that house. Let me go back to that place. And the scripture says that if the spirit notices that the house is open, clean, ain't nothing in there, not only is that spirit is going to come in, but it's going to bring 7 more of his friends. And the scripture says the last state is going to be worse than the first. And so God just gave me something else that I want to caution you and let you know. Don't let them in. Do not allow your past voice, the past comfort, the past things that you once did that served as a cover. Do not allow those voices to trick you to go back. See, because it's a trick. You think it's a treat, but it's a trick. Ain't no treat. Ain't no treat. And if there's a treat, the treat is you. The treat is what this spirit wants to imbibe or wants to impregnate with you, impregnate in you. And see, there's a seed. There's a wicked seed. There's a ungodly seed that wants to leave a deposit, that wanted to leave a deposit in your mind, that wants to leave a deposit in you that will cause you to become confused. Oh yeah, this spirit is bringing confusion. And see, the thing about it, God is not the author of it. God don't create it. God is not. See, cause confusion comes from a polygon, Satan. And see, confusion also, with confusion, there's fear. With confusion, there's fear. And we know through scripture, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. And so one of the things that God brings to the believer is a sound mind. The scripture says, God will keep those in perfect peace, those who mind stay long. And so God want to bring your mind into a place of peace. But in order for peace to exist or to abide or to reside in your mind, you must listen and surrender. You must surrender, listen, and surrender. And the only way that you can listen and surrender, you must make a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is to fight and is to kill whatever it is right now that's got your attention. And see, something is going on where something, you say you belong to God, but something else got your attention. Because when troubles come, when things come in your life, you seek after this thing instead of God. And so what God has to do, God has to break and remove whatever it is that's trying to rival your spirit and your mind with God. See, because the scripture said that God is a jealous God. He said that you will not have no other God before him. No part-time love. And so God is about to bust some stuff up. God is about to disrupt. God is about to disrupt somebody who listened to that plan. You made some plans. You made some choices. You made some decisions. But God is about to disrupt your plan, just like with Paul. Paul on Damascus Road. Paul on Damascus Road, he was Saul at the time. He was persecuting the church. And so he was on Damascus Road going to a certain place on Damascus Road to do some more persecuting with a certain mindset. But along the way, he met God. Along the way, he met a light. Along the way, he met something that changed the way he thought, that changed even the way he processed. And so what's happening also, there's an encounter where God is coming to you, where he's going to even change how you even process, how you process God, how you process life, how you process. God is changing how you think. God is changing how you view him. He's changing how you view him. He's changing how you view yourself. See, because what God is doing, there has been a stinger. There's a stinger that has been in your spirit. And that stinger has been annoying you. This stinger has been tormenting you. But I can see God taking the stinger out. And as the stinger come out, healing will flow. Is that all right?